everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Guys, we are here with Cody. Oh yeah, he's getting a little food on. We got the GT500 on the lift, and we are going to install long tube headers today. These are LTH brand 1 7/8 long tubes into 3-inch, and we got their 3-inch X pipe also. We're going to be leaving the stock catback on right now. A lot of people told me to leave the stock catback on, and I've heard that long tubes with the stock catback sound really good, so we're going to find that out today also. But for right now, we're going to get these boxes open. All right, so let's get these boxes open. They package them really well.
Ooh.
Uh-oh. There's one. And they say that this finish will actually stay there through the life of the header. So I'm highly interested in seeing that. Of course, got the LTH on there. I like that.
Look at them holes, son.
Yes.
That's some size.
Yes, sir. 1 7/8. We're gonna get some airflow. Get ready for that Trinity blower and then the Gen 3 later on. All right. And there is the driver's side.
Nice.
Sweet. I like it. Looks like a good construction. The welds are really nice.
Mm-hmm.
You guys, what made me go with these is I've seen a couple of these installed. Mustang Lifestyle installed it on his 13, or yeah, 13. I think it's 13, maybe 14. Anyway, on his GT500. And then Justin Young put them on his GT500, and then so they spoke highly of them, so we're gonna check them out and see how I like them. Cody over there with the artwork, getting close ups.
Well, I mean, this shit, it looks good.
It does.
It's more wall decoration than anything. I wouldn't even put it on a car. So good.
Trust me, I'm not wanting to put it on the car. I don't want to go through this hassle.
Huh.
We got all the clamps, and then we got. They do really good packaging.
Yeah, they do.
Part of the X pipe. That's the X itself. Then we have the instructions. Raise and support the vehicle, do all this, do all that. All right. And what I like about it is they put the flex joints in there, so I like that. So we got the extensions. We need those O2 extensions. Well, fantastic. All right, guys, after reading the instructions, LTH recommends reusing the stock gaskets. They say not to damage the stock gaskets when removing the stock manifolds, because you're going to be reusing these. Now, I'm going to go ahead and reuse them because on the Coyote cars, we have reused the stock manifold gaskets with long tube headers, because the gaskets that come with the long tube headers, we didn't really like them, and always went well. So we're going to reuse them, but heads up, if you do not want to reuse the stock gaskets before you set out to do this job, go ahead and go to Ford, go to your nearest dealership, and order a set of stock gaskets. Had I known it, I really probably would have went ahead and ordered them, but we're already here. We already want to install the headers, and we've had good luck with the Coyotes doing this. I've never installed these on a GT500, but on the Coyotes with the headers, we have used the stock gaskets in place of the gaskets get sent with the headers, and always went well. So that's what we're going to do right now. So I got everything back in the box, and we're moving it around. We ain't scratching stuff up, but you know, it comes with all the hardware. One thing that it does come with, it says to reuse your factory hardware to install the long tubes, except for one bolt, and it's somewhere in here. Right there it is, that one bolt right there. And when we get to going on the install, I'll show you where we're going to be putting that, but you use the stock hardware in every other spot. So we're gonna go ahead and get this started. All right, guys, right here, I've already got the cold air intake pulled off. I've already got the battery box out. Now the battery, it's got 8mm hold down bolt right here, and it's got 3 8mm bolts right here, and right here, and then the battery box comes out. That way we can gain access to the EGR pipe that goes right there. Also, we want to gain access. Let me take my flashlight and show you guys what we're doing here. All right, right there, you see that nut? That is the nut for the motor mount. We got to take that off also. All right, guys, what we're going to be doing in this, we are going to be dropping the K-member because it's the easiest way to put these long tubes on. Can you do it without it? Yes, but it is a lot more hassle, and I've got access to the lift and everything like that, so that's what we're going to do. But we're going to go ahead and get the 2 motor mount nuts off. I'm going to get the EGR tube undone, and then we're going to be putting a strut bar across to hold the engine, the front of the engine up, so we can drop the K-member out from the bottom. So that's what we're going to do right now, guys. Got the engine support on, and we are ready to lift it up. All right, so we also got the top nuts to the exhaust manifold off on each side. You have to get them from up top pretty much, so we went ahead and got that knocked out. We got the engine mount nuts off. We got the engine support on. So that's pretty much it. We're ready. We got Philip finally up here. But we're gonna go ahead and lift this thing up and start taking the K-member out. All right, guys, what I do right here, you can do it differently. You can undo some people undo the bottom ball joint, the lower control arm from the knuckle. But what I do is I take the 2 bolts out from the strut, take the brake caliper loose, hang it, and then take the wheel speed sensor loose. That way this can all come down as one assembly and all this can stay. That's just what I prefer to do. All right, guys, we're gonna take this cover off, and we're gonna take this cover off, and then we're gonna take the brace off. We're going to undo the steering shaft from up here. Remember, before you do this, secure it inside the car so the steering wheel don't move and take a chance of messing up the clock spring. And then we've got these 2 bolts, and then we've got these 2 nuts right here, and same thing on this side. So once we get this brace off, we can drop this, take the steering link loose, and then drop this out. And then we'll be ready to get the exhaust off and to get the manifolds off. All right, guys, as you can see, we got the K-member out, and we've got access to the manifolds now. Now we got to take the motor mount out and take the H-pipe off, and then we're going to take the exhaust manifolds out. All right, guys, we got it out. Philip's been back here playing with the two beside each other.
Yeah, I take a picture of it.
There's the stock exhaust
Snapchat,
manifold, and there's the long tube yours.
Dude, look at that.
Oh yeah, we're gonna flow a little more. We're gonna flow a little more.
They're gonna, you know, flow a little more, but flow a lot, boo boo.
Yes, sir. All right, guys. So, as you can see, the exhaust manifold is out on each side. But one thing I'm gonna show you guys, pretty cool. We know these are Ford GT, same as the Ford GT heads, but these are still stamped Ford GT on them. I thought that was pretty cool. And then of course it was built on 7/27/11, at least the heads were. So, all right, so now it's time to put the headers in. One thing also, it doesn't say anything about it, but you have to take the dipstick tube off. And when you're going back with the header, we're going to feed the dipstick tube up and work with it as we're going in with the header. If you try it once the header's in, you're not going to have any luck with it. I assure you of this. If you do, you're going to bend everything, and you know it's going to be a mess. So when you go up with the header, you'll want to go up the dipstick tube kind of at the same time. And as you can see, I've got the everything unbolted from the inside, and the steering shaft is pushed into the car. Oh, we're gonna get busy with that, guys. Alright guys, one little issue that I've run into is everything looks like it's fitting good. The starter, I'm going to tell you, if you look right there, the starter wire is very, very close. I actually had to flip it around where it wasn't flip it around. It was bolted one way, and I flipped it around so I could actually turn it when I tightened it. So I tightened it up, and then I turned it away from the exhaust because the way it was regularly, it was touching the header, and that was going to be a no-go. So I got that adjusted out of the way. Everything over here looks fine. I don't see everything fits great. One thing you have to remember is right up there, there's an AC line, and there's a stud that is sticking out of the frame, and they tell you can trim it, but they say it's best to remove it because when the motor moves, it can create false knock. But it is right here, and basically it's just one of these little things that you just pry this little tab up and slide it back, and it comes out. So we're just getting rid of that. We're not really 100% necessary. We don't want a false knock. One other thing that I've found, nobody else has covered this, that bolt is touching the header. Easy fix. I'm going to loosen that nut. I'm going to take that bolt out. I'm going to replace it with a exact size shorter bolt, so that'll solve that issue. Other than that, guys, the headers fit great and they look great, so I'm very, very pleased with it. And this is a 1 7/8 header, so I mean, you know, you might run into fitment issue here and there, but overall everything's looking great. I still got to get the steering shaft slid back through and back in, but we're making progress, guys. We're going to get this knocked out real quick. All right, guys, as you can see, we got a much shorter bolt in there, so we are not touching. You can see where we were touching before, but we're not touching anymore, so we are good to go there. So let's get the rest of this thing. All right, guys, we got it done finally.
Jeez.
Whoa, guys, it's been a long one. It's been about 8 hours.
It's been about a Monday morning.
But we did go eat. We did go eat and do a few things. I'm gonna say it's about a 5 to 7 hour job, easy, working straight through. All right, so we're gonna fire this thing up and get a cold start. Then we'll let it warm up. We'll get a few revs. Smoke for a little while because all the stuff they got inside the header. It even said in the thing it's smoke for the first couple startups.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's got to burn all that stuff inside the headers out.
Right, right.
All right, guys, so we got it warmed up. We're going to give it a little rev. I'm going to insert a clip right here that I took right before we started working on it. It's a before rev, and then we'll have the after rev. Alright, guys, so you heard before, you heard after. It's quite a bit louder. I like it. That's gonna do it for the shop portion of this, but we are gonna get some footage of this thing going down the road as soon as it gets daylight and I get a little time. It'll be in this video coming up right now. Alright guys, it's been a few days since I installed the long tubes in the X-pipe, and I'm highly enjoying it. The sound is a lot more aggressive. It's more deep and mellow at idle, but when you get down on it, it absolutely screams. I hope you enjoyed the footage. I was trying to figure out how to get the best footage for exhaust sound, and I figured put it on the back bumper and you guys could hear it at different RPM levels and loads, and then of course wide open. I hope you enjoyed that footage. And guys, you're going to see tons of footage of this car going on the track, so you're going to have ample opportunity to hear this exhaust. And it sounds amazing. Even with the stock GT500 catback, it sounds great. So for right now, I think we're sticking with the stock GT500 catback with the LTH 1 7/8 headers and the LTH 3-inch X-pipe. It sounds great. But anyway, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I've got to get inside, and I'm actually going live tonight. This is Thursday. But guys, if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't, and we'll see you next time.